Mr. Kazmark, will you call the meeting to order, please?
Mayor, I'd like to call the reorganization meeting of the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park for January 1st, 2011 to order. At this time, if you would read the statement of compliance.
Whereas Chapter 231 of Public Laws of the State of New Jersey requires at commencement of every meeting a statement by the presiding officer. Now therefore be advised the meeting requirements of this meeting have been met by publishing an annual notice in the Record and the Herald News and from Woodland Park, and by posting such notice in the office of the Borough Clerk as well as in a public place within the municipal building, and by notifying interested citizens. Said notice was published on and posted on December 15, 2010. Ladies and gentlemen, if there's anyone in the audience with a cell phone, will you please either turn it off or put it on vibrate? Okay. You going to call the roll, Mr. Clerk? Okay. Will everyone plan for our prayer and flag salute? Oh God, our Father, we ask you to bless this meeting in which we trust to your fatherly care and protection. Please remove all selfishness and prejudice from our hearts and plant them in a keen sense of justice and a greater love for you and our neighbor. Guide us in our deliberations so our decisions will always please you and bring peace and happiness to our community. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mayor, at this time, I'd like to read the certification of the general election results from November 2nd, 2010. Lawrence V. Castiglia, 2,161 votes. Thomas G. Comboy, 2,102 votes. Sandra Ballestieri, 1,914 votes. And Frank Fasolo, 1,687 votes. County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, Certificate of Election. This is to certify that at the general election held on the second day of November in the year of our Lord 2010, Lawrence V. Castiglia was duly elected to serve as councilman for a full term in the Borough of Elmwood Park. In witness whereof, we have here unto our hands and affixed the seal of the county this 10th day of November in the year of our Lord 2010. Eileen DeBarry, Chairman of the County Board of Canvassers, and Kathleen A. Donovan, County Clerk. Mayor, at this time, I'd like to call Councilman Castiglia and his family up to be administered the oath of office.
If they may I ask Councilman Work to escort the family to the front of the council chamber?
Hey, Keith. Hey, Keith. When is February 19th? January 19th. You got a calendar?
I don't have to tell him that. As a Marine, he knows what it's like. Please repeat after me. I, Lawrence Castiglia,
I, Lawrence Castiglia,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in the state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
And I will faithfully,
And I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of the office
all the duties of the office
of councilman
of councilman
in the Borough of Elmwood Park.
in the Borough of Elmwood Park.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. At this time, I would like to have Councilman Lou Morosino escort Councilman Thomas Conroy and his family.
I know you.
Seems familiar.
County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, Certificate of Election. This is to certify that at the general election held on the second day of November in the year of our Lord 2010, Thomas G. Conboy was duly elected to serve as councilman for a full term in the Borough of Elmwood Park. In witness whereof, we hereunto set our hands and affix the seal of the county this 10th day of November in the year of our Lord 2010. Eileen DeBarry, Chair of the County Board of Canvassers, and Kathleen A. Donovan, County Clerk.
Tom, I just want to tell you that I don't know if I'm shrinking or he's getting taller. He's getting taller. I remember when he was his size. Now I'm worried about how big he's getting.
He's got his grandfather's genes.
Got a sign.
Did you repeat after me? I, Thomas G. Conboy,
I, Thomas G. Conboy,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
on the authority of the people,
and I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of the office
all the duties of the office
of councilman
of
in
councilman
the Borough of Elmwood Park.
in the Borough of Elmwood Park.
So help me God. So help me God. Congratulations. It just went in, huh?
Mayor, at this time, I'd like to call the roll. Council members Catamagna,
Here.
Castiglia,
Here.
Conboy,
Here.
Sherwinski,
Here.
Work. Here. Valentino.
Here.
Mayor Mola.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. At this time, I know we have a member of the audience here who has other commitments, and I know wants to wish our new councilman congratulations. We have Senator Bob Gordon. Where's the senator? Here he is. Senator Gordon?
Thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon, everyone. Let me begin by just wishing everyone a happy, healthy, prosperous new year. The coming year is likely to be extraordinarily challenging. For those of us in government, I think when we look back on this time, we will consider this the most challenging time of our public lives. We are likely to see continued cuts in the budget, which will drive property taxes up across the state and force municipalities to curtail services. The times call for creativity, innovation, collaboration, and no small amount of political courage for those of us in public life. And I wanted to take this opportunity to just make my personal pledge, as I have in the past, to this mayor and council, that your District 38 legislators stand ready to work with you in a most constructive way and urge you to call on us whenever you think we can help you. These times certainly call for all of us to rise above partisan differences. That has never been a problem in this community, and I just want to assure you that we look forward to continuing to work with this mayor and council for the betterment of Elmwood Park. I also would like to provide some certificates to our re-elected council members to recognize this event. As I've said in the past, I've had the privilege of serving at every level of government, Washington, Trenton, and 10 years as a mayor and councilman in Fair Lawn. And looking back on that, I view my time in municipal government as among the most satisfying of times because, as you know, you have an opportunity, a single person has an opportunity to have a positive impact on the quality of life of your neighbors. That's tremendously satisfying, and I just wish you both, and all of you, as much satisfaction and pleasure out of your service that I derived during my time in municipal government. So let me present a certificate first to Larry. Congratulations. And to Tom. And again, to all of you, happy and healthy New Year.
Thank you. Senator Gordon has other commitments. Senator, before you leave, I just want to indicate that you're rushing out because you have other commitments, but I also want to indicate to you that we haven't figured out where we're going to use the money, but we're requesting from you today $1 million from the state. Thank you, and Happy New Year to you.
Mayor, at this time, we'll take nominations for the selection of the council president for 2011.
Nominations for council president.
Mayor, I would like to nominate Councilman Lou Voncino for this year's council president.
Second, please.
Mayor, I'd like to second that.
Second by Mr. Work. Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Council members Catamagna,
Yes.
Castiglia,
Yes.
Conboy,
Yes.
Chewinski,
Yes.
Work,
Yes.
Boncino.
Congratulations.
We had a discussion in the back room before the vote, and I indicated to Councilman Boncino that he should vote yes. If you lose a vote because it's your vote and you didn't vote, then you're in trouble. So he's still determining whether...
I was still doing the math.
He's still... Mr. Clerk.
Mayor, at this time, we have appointments of various professional services. To the Borough Council, I hereby nominate and with your advice and consent appoint Brian Giblin, Esquire, as Borough Attorney for a period of 1 year, term ending December 31st, 2011. Respectfully submitted, Richard A. Mola, Mayor. Resolution 01-11, appointment of Borough Attorney. Be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that Brian Giblin, Esquire, be appointed as Borough Attorney for a period of 1 year, term ending December 31st, 2011. B, and the same is hereby confirmed.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Mr. Chewinski, second Mr. Boncino. Discussion? Call the roll, please.
Council members Catamagna,
Yes, I vote yes, not because his wife is Italian. This time I vote yes, he's a grandpa. Respect, you know. Congratulations. Yes, you got my vote.
Castiglia,
Yes.
Conboy,
Yes.
Chewinski,
Yes.
Work,
Yes.
Boncino.
Yes.
Motion carries.
May I ask Mr. Giblin to come up to the stand for the attorney and have a seat with us?
To the Borough Council, I hereby nominate and with your advice and consent appoint Stephen T. Boswell as Borough Engineer for a period of 3 years, term ending December 31st, 2013. Respectfully submitted, Richard A. Mola, Mayor. Resolution 02-11, appointment of Borough Engineer. Be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that the appointment of Stephen T. Boswell as Borough Engineer for a period of 3 years, term ending December 31st, 2013, be and the same is hereby confirmed.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Unanimous move. Mr. Castiglia and, who else? Mr. Conboy, I think I heard. Call the roll, please. Any discussion? Call the roll.
Council members Catamagna,
Again, Pete Henke, he didn't bring us cookies, but I still vote yes.
Castiglia,
Yes.
Conboy,
Yes.
Chewinski,
Yes.
Work,
Yes.
Boncino.
Yes.
Motion
At
carries.
this time, we have a representative from Boswell Engineering, and we have Mr. Peter Tenkate in the audience. I'd like Pete to stand up. He's been representing us for many years. He's done an excellent job.
To the Borough Council, I hereby nominate and with your advice and consent appoint Stephen Rogut, Esquire, as Bond Counsel for a period of 1 year, term ending December 31st, 2011. Respectfully submitted, Richard A. Mola, Mayor. Resolution 03-11, appointment of Bond Counsel. Be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that the appointment of Stephen Rogut, Esquire, as Bond Counsel for a period of 1 year, term ending December 31st, 2011, be, and the same is hereby confirmed.
Motion, please.
So
Mr. Boncino, Mr. Catamagna, discussion? Call the roll, please.
Council members Catamagna.
Yes.
Castiglia.
Yes.
Conboy.
Yes.
Chewinski.
Yes.
Work.
Yes.
Boncino.
Yes.
Motion carries. To the Borough Council, I hereby nominate and with your advice and consent appoint Paul Lurch, RMA, as Borough Auditor for a period of 1 year, term ending December 31st, 2011. Respectfully submitted, Richard A. Mola, Mayor. Resolution 04-11, appointment of Borough Auditor. Be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that the appointment of Paul Lurch, RMA, as auditor for a period of 1 year, term ending December 31st, 2011, be and the same is hereby confirmed.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Mr. Chouwinski, second.
Second.
Mr. Castiglia, discussion? Call the roll.
On roll call, council members Catamagna.
Yes.
Castiglia.
Yes.
Conboy.
Yes.
Chewinski.
Yes.
Work.
Yes.
Monsino.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Will Mr. Paul Lurch please stand? I see him in the audience. We're going to be calling on him and his firm this year. It's going to be very difficult with the 2% cap, and he's done an excellent job working with us so that in the coming year, 2011, we don't anticipate any layoffs or any furloughs, and we're still holding tight with keeping our employees and keeping them working. Thank you.
To the Borough Council, I hereby nominate and with your advice and consent appoint Mark D. Maria Esquire as Borough Prosecutor for a period of 1 year, term ending December 31st, 2011. Respectfully submitted, Richard A. Mola, Mayor.
Motion?
So moved.
Mr. Conboy, Mr. Work, I believe. Any discussion? Call the roll.
On roll call, council members Catamagna.
Yes.
Castiglia.
Yes.
Conboy.
Yes.
Chewinski.
Yes.
Work.
Yes.
Monsino.
Yes.
To the Borough Council, I hereby nominate and with your advice and consent appoint Christopher Martin Esquire as alternate Borough Prosecutor for a period of 1 year, term ending December 31st, 2011. Respectfully submitted, Richard A. Mola, Mayor. Resolution 06-11, appointment of alternate Borough Prosecutor. Be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that the appointment of Christopher Martin Esquire as alternate Borough Prosecutor for a period of 1 year, term ending December 31st, 2011, be, and the same is hereby confirmed.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Mr. Conboy.
Second.
Second, Mr. Castiglia. Discussion? Call the roll.
On roll call, council members Catamagna.
Yes.
Castiglia.
Yes.
Conboy.
Yes.
Chewinski.
Yes.
Work.
Yes.
Monsino.
Yes.
Motion carries. To the Borough Council, I hereby nominate and with your advice and consent appoint Vanessa Sinisi, Esquire, as Public Defender for a period of 1 year, term ending December 31st, 2011. Respectfully submitted, Richard A. Mola, Mayor. Resolution 07-11, appointment of Public Defender. Be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that the appointment of Vanessa Sinisi, Esquire, as Public Defender for a period of 1 year, term ending December 31st, 2011, be, and the same is hereby confirmed.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Mr.
Second.
Boncino, Mr.
I
Conboy?
second.
Mr. Catamagna. Mr. Conboy, Mr. Catamagna, Mr. Chewinski, everybody. Any discussion? Call the roll.
Council members Catamagna.
Yes.
Castiglia.
Yes.
Conboy.
Yes.
Chewinski. Yes. Work.
Yes.
Monsino.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Ladies and gentlemen, these proceedings are being filmed, and we like to consider ourselves the Fox News of Elmwood Park, so we needed a pretty blonde lady to work with us in the public defender. Vanessa, will you please stand? Congratulations.
To the Borough Council, I hereby nominate and with your advice and consent appoint John D. Dutch Esquire as Public Defender for a period of 1 year, term ending December 31st, 2011. Respectfully submitted, Richard A. Mola, Mayor. Resolution 08-11, appointment of Public Defender. Be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that the appointment of John D. Dutch Esquire as Public Defender for a period of 1 year, term ending December 31st, 2011, be, and the same is hereby confirmed.
Motion, please.
Move.
So moved.
Mr.
Second.
Boncino, Mr. Castiglia. Call the roll, please.
Council members Catamagna.
Yes.
Castiglia.
Yes.
Conboy.
Yes.
Chewinski.
Yes.
Work.
Yes.
Monsino.
Yes.
Resolution 09-11, appointment of risk manager. Whereas it is necessary for the Borough of Elmwood Park to retain the professional services of a risk manager consultant for those insurance matters, property, casualty, workman's compensation, property, excess liability, public officials liability, environmental liability, integral to the operation of the borough for calendar years 2011 and 2012. And whereas such services are highly specialized in nature and exempt from the formal bidding process pursuant to the New Jersey Public Contracts Law, NJSA 40A:11-51. And whereas the contract amount for these services is 6% of the borough's annual JIF assessment payable by the South Bergen Joint Insurance Fund directly to PIA Incorporated. And whereas said contract in aggregate is above the $17,500 as certified by the Borough Chief Financial Officer, and therefore such award be in compliance with the requirements set forth by PL 2004, Chapter 19, as amended by PL 2005, Chapter 51, NJSA 19:44A-20.5 et set. And whereas the mayor and council believe it's in the best interest of the borough to reappoint Professional Insurance Associates Incorporated as the borough's risk manager consultant for the years 2011 and 2012. Now therefore be it resolved by the mayor and council of the borough of Elmwood Park that Professional Insurance Associates, Inc. is hereby appointed as risk management consultant for 2011, 2012, and the mayor and the municipal clerk are hereby authorized to execute the risk management consultants agreement annexed herein two in accordance with the bylaws of the South Bergen Municipal Joint Insurance Fund for a period ending December 31st, 2012, or until a successor shall have been qualified. Be
Motion,
further
please.
resolved.
Motion, please.
So
So moved.
Mr. Work and Mr. Gadamanian?
No, I did.
Okay, no problem.
Mr. Chewinski?
Sorry, you can do it, Mike.
Any discussion? Just want to, at this time, congratulate our clerk, Mr. Kazmark. Morning after New Year, he's reading all this and not making one mistake. He deserves some applause, there's no question about it.
It's a lot of pressure for the rest of you.
Call the roll, please.
Council members: Scatamania.
Yes.
Castiglia.
Yes.
Conboy.
Yes.
Chewinski.
Yes.
Work.
Yes.
Bonsino.
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution 10-11, Open Public Meetings Act.
Wait, excuse me 1 minute. We have selection of council representative of the planning board.
Oh, I'm
I would
sorry.
like to, it's not, we don't have a document for it, but it's on the agenda. I'd like to nominate Councilman Castiglia, who served there for, how many years? 21?
26 years.
26 years as a planning board member. May I have a motion to confirm that,
So
please?
moved.
Mr. Conboy, second.
A second.
Mr. Caramagna, any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Council members: Scatamania.
Yes.
Castiglia.
Yes.
Conboy.
Yes.
Chewinski.
Yes.
Work.
Yes.
Bonsino.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Resolution 10-11, Open Public Meetings Act.
I'd like to have a motion on that, please.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Conboy, second by Mr.
Second.
Chewinski. Any discussion? Call the roll.
On roll call, Council members: Scatamania.
Yes.
Castiglia.
Yes.
Conboy.
Yes.
Chewinski.
Yes.
Work.
Yes.
Bonsino.
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution 11-11, 2011, temporary budget appropriations, whereas NJSA 40:19 provides that where contracts, commitments, and/or payments are to be made prior to the adoption of the 2011 budget, temporary appropriations should be made for the purposes and amounts required in the manner and time thereon provided. And whereas total temporary appropriations are limited to 26.25% of the total appropriations in the 2010 budget, exclusive of any appropriations made for debt service, capital improvement in the 2011 budget. Now therefore be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that the following appropriations be effective January 1st, 2011, be made, and a certified copy of this resolution be transmitted to the Borough Chief Financial Officer for his records as per the attached printout.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
Conboy, Bonsino, discussion? Call the roll, please.
On roll call, Council members: Scatamania.
Yes.
Castiglia.
Yes.
Conboy.
Yes.
Chewinski.
Yes.
Work.
Yes.
Bonsino.
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution 12-11, be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that the North Jersey Media Group, the Record of Hackensack, and the Herald News of Woodland Park be adopted as the official newspapers for the Borough of Elmwood Park for the year 2011, and hereby directs the ordinances, legal advertisements, etc., to be published therein.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Work, second by
Second.
Mr. Castiglia. Discussion? Call the roll, please.
Council members: Scatamania.
Yes.
Castiglia.
Yes.
Conboy.
Yes.
Chewinski.
Yes.
Work.
Yes.
Bonsino.
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution 13-11, be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that the Mayor, Richard A. Mola, the Borough Clerk, Keith Kazmark, the Collector-Treasurer, Roy Rigatano, be and the same are hereby authorized to sign warrants and checks distributing funds to the Borough of Elmwood Park on deposit in the following depositories as listed.
Read them so that we know.
Okay. J.P. Morgan Chase, TD Bank, Valley National, Bank of America, Wachovia Bank, Columbia Savings, Spencer Savings, Hudson City Savings, Spencer Savings, New Jersey Cash Management Program, and any additional banking depository licensed to do business in the state of New Jersey.
Motion?
So moved.
Mr. Chewinski, second.
Second.
Mr. Bonsino, any discussion? I asked Mr. Kazmark to read the names. We authorize depositories of all the banks in the general area of Elmwood Park and anywhere in the state, and it's up to our CFO to find a bank with the best interest rates, and he can deposit in any one of those banks, so we're not limited to one or two banks. Call the roll, please.
On roll call, council members: Scatamania.
Yes.
Castiglia.
Yes.
Conboy.
Yes.
Chewinski.
Yes.
Work.
Yes.
Bonsino.
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution 14-11, be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that the Mayor, Richard A. Mola, Borough Clerk Keith Kazmark, Collector Treasurer Roy Rigatano, be and the same are hereby authorized as signatories on all borough accounts which are invested in various savings and loan institutions of the state of New Jersey for the year 2011.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Mr. Work, second.
Second.
Mr. Castiglia, any discussion? Call the roll, please.
On roll call, council members Catamania?
Yes.
Castiglia?
Yes.
Conboy?
Yes.
Chewinski?
Yes.
Work? Yes. Lonsino?
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution 15-11, be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that J.P. Morgan Chase, Bank of America, TD Bank, Valley National Bank, Wachovia Bank, PNC Bank, Hudson City Savings, Spencer Savings, Columbia Savings, and the New Jersey Cash Management Program, along with any additional banking depository license to do business in the state of New Jersey, be and the same are hereby designated as official depositories for investment purposes of all borough funds for the Borough of Elmwood Park for the year 2011.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Mr. Boncino and Mr. Work, again. Thank you. Call the roll, please.
Council members Catamania?
Yes.
Castiglia?
Yes.
Conboy?
Yes.
Chewinski?
Yes.
Work? Yes. Lonsino?
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution 16-11, whereas the Chief Financial Officer of the Borough of Elmwood Park has recommended that the following depositories be identified and may be used during the 2011 calendar year.
They're all the same depositories.
Whereas all cash balances shall be invested in one or all depositories of the above, and whereas all checking accounts shall receive interest exclusion of the Borough Community Development Account. Now therefore be it resolved that all shall be incorporated into the Borough of Elmwood Park Cash Management Plan.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Mr. Chewinski, second. Mr.
Second.
Work. Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Council members Catamania?
Yes.
Castiglia?
Yes.
Conboy?
Yes.
Chewinski?
Yes.
Work? Yes. Lonsino?
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution 17-11, be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that the following cash management plan as submitted by the Chief Financial Officer be and the same is hereby approved as listed.
Motion, please.
So
So moved.
Mr. Chewinski, Mr. Conboy. Any objections, any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Council members Catamania?
Yes.
Castiglia?
Yes.
Conboy?
Yes.
Chewinski?
Yes.
Work? Yes. Lonsino?
Yes.
Motion carries.
We have committee reports. Mr. Caramagna?
Thank you, Mayor. First of all, Happy New Year to all of you here and those who are watching us home. And the year 2010 really was a good year for us, for the council here. I was very relaxed, very happy. I think we work really well together. And I think we get to know each other better. And then we find out, after all, these people are not bad people, they're good people. Anyhow, I want to congratulate Tom Conboy for your re-election.
Thank you.
Lara Castelia, congratulations. I know we worked together in the past. I'm sure that we're going to work together, at least this year. At least this year, right? And also, I want to congratulate Sandy Balistieri. She did a good job campaigning. You know, she's at my party. She lost. I feel bad for her. But then she won. One of them won't be here today. So, anyhow, I'll be happy with you guys on board. And also, I'm happy with the schools. The schools doing much better in Elmwood Park. The schools, the uniform is working really good, and I see the improvement in schools already. And I hope it stays that way. And also, I have with us today, we have a special guest from Italy. She's a councilwoman from Italy, and here, right here in the audience, Maria Concetta Adorio. Dario. She apologizes, she doesn't speak English. Says hello to everyone, especially the Sicilians.
Turn around.
A girare dall'altra parte, così
Could you
diventa-
turn around and look at the camera? Thank you. Don't stay too long, they'll vote for you, and one of these fellas will have to step down. I don't understand.
Anyhow, she's from the
Thank
city of Ragusa. That's where I come from. Grazie. Sì, grazie. And the city of Ragusa is really one of the provinces in Sicily. It's the most organized province in Sicily. They have an excellent government. They are also the richest province in Sicily. There's a lack of, the unemployment rate is very low there. So these people do a good job for the city of Ragusa. Over and over again, they ask us to invite all of you to come. But since maybe It's up to you. Treat me good, and I'll take care of you.
I always treat you good.
So she's here to visit, also she represents the Sicilians of the world. This lady, she goes all over the world. She was sent by the province of Ragusa to come here to visit us, and also I guess to enjoy a new year with us. So, tanti cari auguri, buon anno, auguri a te, tutta la nostra provincia di Ragusa, la Sicilia e tutta l'Italia. E, she sends greetings from our community. Ti parlo un po' più forte perché io non ti sento.
Scusate, riporto i saluti
Frank?
She sends greetings. Yes,
Excuse
ma'am.
me, if she wants to speak into the microphone so that anybody watching
Senti che vuoi?
understands
Mettiti
Italian.
al microfono.
Allora, buongiorno a tutti. Mi dispiace che non posso comunicare con voi perché purtroppo non so parlare inglese. non
Tanto
so-
fermati che devo tradurre quelle che dici. No?
allora.
Vacci piano. She says she apologizes. She is unable to communicate with us in English language.
Sono felice oggi che Franchi Caramagni mi ha invitato perché io dal 95 sono al comune, cioè sono stata consigliera comunale per ben 2 volte.
Fermo un momento. I don't forget what she says. She's happy that I invited her to attend this meeting today. And also she's been on the council since 1995. And continua.
Rappresento Ragusa e sono fiera di rappresentare Ragusa e nello stesso tempo dal 95 che sono nella comunità Ragusani nel mondo, di cui il direttore è Sebastiano D'Angelo.
She represents the province of Ragusa. She's also represented all the Sicilians in the world.
Thank you.
E in questi giorni che sono qua ospite come turista, no? Insomma, mi fa tanto piacere che sono con voi e questo contatto, insomma, mi ha fatto sempre tanto piacere e spero di riuscirci. Il prossimo anno siamo nelle amministrative del Ragusa, se ce la faccio voglio avere un rapporto con tutti i siciliani nel mondo.
And she's going to work very hard in the future years, and she wants to establish a relationship with us, with the United States.
I knew he wanted to
Grazie.
be ambassador in Italy.
Grazie.
We're going to appoint
Sono stata anche in
the
Argentina.
ambassador
Ambassador
Sicily
to
from Elmwood
Skogiti,
Park.
send me to Italy. She gave me the promise to pay for her trip. When are you going to pay for my trip?
Okay.
Grazie
I
tanto
say that. and
che mi avete dato questa opportunità. Spero di poter continuare ancora. Grazie a
Thank you for
tutti.
this opportunity.
Thank you.
Grazie.
Mr. Chewinski? You finished, Mr. Caramagna?
Yeah, I'm done, Mayor, yes.
Thank you. Mr. Chewinski?
Oh, Mayor, one more thing I want to
Yes.
say, because, you know, also, I'm working very hard with the kids at the high school, the Italian Club. I'm trying, I think we will get about 18 students from Italy at the beginning of June from the city of Gela. And they invite us to go to Italy in April to visit them. And one thing is I'm trying to raise money for the kids. On January 7th at the high school, we're going to have a spaghetti and tarantella night. People will donate food, and also we ask for a $10 donation from adults and $5 from students. So if you guys, all of you are invited, as long as you pay, it'll be no problem. And
When is that going to be?
January 7th, it's Friday night, 7 o'clock at the high school. So if you guys want to join us, help us raise money for these kids, they learn so much. With 10 days we go to Italy, they learn so much. It's a different world altogether. And these people, every time we go there, they treat us like we are, what do you call, Susan Sarandon kind. Anyhow, so hey, you guys are also invited to go with me to Italy, a tour with us.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Lozino? Right? Okay, so come, tell your friends, $10 donation, see if we can raise money to send the kids over there, because our kids don't have that kind of money. I've been selling cannoli for 2 months already. I
Thank you,
raised a
Mr.
little over
Kevin.
$200. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you.
You're
everyone.
welcome. Mr.
Happy New
Chewinski.
Year.
Okay, Mayor, thank you. First of all, I'd like to say congrats to Tom, Larry, and also our new freeholder board and county executive. Healthy and happy New Year for everyone here. And on a real sad note yesterday was, I know if you've been following the papers, we lost a fireman at age 48 yesterday. And I'll tell you something, as their commissioner or liaison, it was quite a sight yesterday with that funeral. I've never seen so much equipment in one place, and a bunch of guys that really stick together. Really, really touched my heart. And my condolences to the family and best wishes to them. The swearing in for the freeholders is today at 3 p.m. if anybody's interested at Bergen Community College. Also, there's going to be, just let me back up 1 second here. On the fire department note also, they asked me if anybody does have a fire hydrant in front of their house, please shovel it out for them. You're obligated to do it, but we don't enforce it, but it would be a big help because as of now, they're going around trying to locate most of them there.
Thank you.
And 2 more things. There was an article in the paper about the one-way on Gilbert Ave I'd just like to bring your attention to. I think it was miscommunicated a little bit that the council is against it, the way it came across. It's not so. If anybody was at the last meeting or happened to watch it, my statement was, when we hear from the people on Gilbert Ave and the people of the school, then we would make a decision. As far as the rest of the council, where they stand on, you would have to ask their separate positions. And the JIF reorganization for our joint insurance fund, which I serve on the claims committee, is going to be in Lodi on the 19th at the Lodi City Hall. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. We'll get to you last, Larry. Mr. Work?
Oh, thank you, Mr. Mayor. First, I'd like to wish everybody a Happy New Year. Also, I'd like to congratulate Larry and Tom, and I'm looking forward to working with them the next couple of years. And just briefly to go over Elm Park Health Department, they will be continuing the adult health clinics and child health care clinics. As soon as I had the upcoming dates for this upcoming year, I will announce them, and they will also be put on the Elmwood Park internet. Also, they still have the vaccinations, the 4 free vaccinations that are available. As usual, I have my little thing, I hold it up now, I don't announce all these vaccinations anymore. I think everybody knows, but I have been announcing them for about 20 times this past year. And they're all free, they're all available. Get that? And also, as everybody's been reading the papers, the flu is starting to kick up again. It hasn't hit New Jersey yet, but a number of surrounding states have been getting, viruses have been spreading out. So we have them available. There's plenty of vaccinations available. Come down to the Elm Park Board of Health to get it. It's only $25. And as soon as I have those dates available, I will be, announcing them, and also it'll be on the website for Elmwood Park. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
One more thing. I also like to express condolences to Kenny Adamo's family. He was a personal friend. Not only a fireman, he was a police officer in Garfield, and he donated a tremendous amount of time to St. Leo's. And he was a fantastic coach, father. I can't say enough about him. But once again, I'd like to express my condolences to the family. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. I think that goes for all of us. Mr. Boncino, Councilman?
Yes, Mayor. I guess first, all that Sicilian being spoken, I thought I was by my in-laws' house. I had to kick myself.
That's only when they talk about you.
They talk about me. Again, I'd like to publicly express my condolences to the Adamo family. I got to know Kenny. Our kids went to grammar school together. He was a terrific person. He'll be missed on a number of levels. I'd like to congratulate Councilman Castiglia and Councilman Conboy on their reelection. They work very hard for the residents of Elmwood Park, and I look forward to working with them again in 2011. I'd also like to thank Council President Tom Conboy for his work and leadership during his tenure as Council President. He certainly raised the bar, and I'm going to have to work extra hard to try and keep up with some of his accomplishments.
Wasn't that high, Lou? I had to get over it.
And in 2010, it was a challenging year, and as Councilman Caramagna pointed out, we worked very hard. We accomplished a lot together in 2010, and we're hoping to carry that momentum forward into 2011 and beyond. And finally, I'd like to wish everybody here and the residents of Elmwood Park a very happy and healthy New Year.
Thank you. Mr. Castiglia, we'll start out with that.
Wow. I thought you were going to save him for last. I know he's your favorite.
Well, Tom, we're going to adjourn the meeting first, then you can talk.
He's thinking of a comeback.
I'm moving it along.
I'll be nice.
As everyone else mentioned up here already, our hearts go out to the family of Ken Adamo. I probably only met him about 3 years ago when I was elected to this position, but just being around him for 15 or 20 minutes, you feel like you've known him all your life. I saw him on several different ceremonies, and he's going to be sorely missed by the community. I'd like to congratulate my buddy Tom down here. We've been through this before. I want to thank him for his dedication on the council the last 3 years. He's a hard-working guy. Of course, everybody up here doesn't agree on every issue that comes through here, but the point that really matters is our willingness to work together and try to come up with the best solution for the people of the community. So we've been working well like that, and I hope that we continue to do that. When I was elected 3 years ago, I sat up here and said that the people put me up here just because I was going to be up here to look out for the rest of the people in the town, make sure that things were going the way I thought that they should be going. And I think we've accomplished that over the last 3 years. I hope to continue that also. If I could pick one resolution or ordinance that we worked on in the last 3 years that I was very satisfied with, it was the slowing down of the two-family development in town. I think that that's something that is going to help us, not immediately with our parking problems, but it will help to slow that situation down. And I'd like to work on other things like that in the next 3 years. And that's just about it, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Happy New Year, everybody.
I would like to just, again, wish everybody a Happy New Year. And also, Ken Adamo, I would extend my sympathy, and in fact, the entire community extends their sympathy to the family. At this time, I would like to indicate that I'm going to reappoint as Planning Board. I have the privilege of...
He did on purpose, by the way. Waiting to see how long I was going to sit here before I...
He indicated he was not my favorite. So I was disregarding him. So do I have to call on him? Can I have a vote on calling Tom?
Call Tom.
I tell you.
I was unanimous. I'm sorry, Tom.
No reason. Mayor, you should be proud. I'm actually already working on my re-election in 3 years because I want Mr. Kazmark to document it very good in the record that Councilman Catamanga said it was a great year on this council and we all worked together. So I served as council president. So I want to be able to use it in my literature in 3 years from now and hopefully get one more vote than Larry. He's gotten me twice. I'm hoping to move the rest of my family into Elmwood Park to get that big vote. So I already got almost, I'm only missing 2 in town, so we're going to work on that. But I would like to thank all the people of Elmwood Park for all their support and coming out and voting in this great process. And I want to wish all of them a very happy New Year, all of you a very happy New Year. I'd like to thank the mayor and Mrs. Mola for all their support and the entire mayor and council, all the members of the Elmwood Park Republican Club, for everything they do for us to help us get up on this spot and to retain our spots and how hard we work for that. I'd like to thank my running mate Larry and my good friend. As Larry mentioned, you know, we don't always agree, and sometimes we don't always agree. But at the end of the day, we're trying to do the best for Elmwood Park, and at the end of the we are all here good colleagues and good friends and good family men, and we want to always do the right thing. So I'm proud of all that. I'd like to thank all of our department heads and all of our employee staff for everything they do for us and work so hard for us. Sometimes the things we decide here, as Senator Gordon said, it's not always the easiest thing, it's not the most popular thing, but they always respect what we do and try to carry out our wishes, and we try to support them in every way that we possibly can. But also, I can't do all this without my wonderful wife, Laura, my 2 wonderful sons, Thomas and Matthew, my wonderful family that I have, all my brothers and sisters, my great in-laws that I have, Ralph and Joan DeMarco, they're here today. I never hold it against my father-in-law. I should have asked before I asked to marry Laura. He was a registered Democrat, so I should have asked. But he's always supported me no matter what I want to do. And he's been a great a great father-in-law, and not just an in-law, but a father as well. I also, I'm always thankful that above, my parents are watching down and leading me every day. So I just want to thank all that. And I too would like to, I've been lucky. Last night we all celebrated a brand new year, but over the course of the last couple of days we had the great opportunity to take part in celebration of Ken Adamo's life. I was friends with Kenny for over 18 years. Our kids went to school together. Kenny, as you could, if you had a chance to witness anything over the last few days here in our community, where Kenny was laid to rest at the funeral home, there was a line 3 hours long just to get in the front door. And yesterday was an unbelievable celebration of Kenny, and he deserved every minute of it here on Market Street, all the vehicles and so forth that were here. It was just unbelievable. He was everything. When we talk about our community and all the wonderful things all about it, that was Kenny. Kenny was a great ambassador of the people of Elmwood Park. He represented the people of Garfield as a policeman, spent 25 years there on all of their EMS and so forth. And several years back, this council, I was sitting out there then, but the council had the great wisdom with the leadership of the mayor to bring Kenny on into the Elmwood Park Fire Department and transfer him over. And only a few months ago, as alive as Kenny was in person, we were very lucky to celebrate him here again, and the mayor provided him with a certificate after saving his next-door neighbor's son's 4-year-old son's life, who was down at the bottom of the pool. And Kenny didn't think of anything, jumped in and pulled the boy out and brought him back to life. And that's the kind of guy Ken was. And I just want to, when I decided to run for office the first time and lost, the next day Ken called me and said, "Hey, try again. The town needs a guy like you." When I did win, Kenny gave me, every January, the fire department has an annual beefsteak. And Kenny provided me with this pin. He said, "I only have two. Now I only have one and you have the other." He said, "Don't ever lose it." He goes, "I don't think any other council members have it." So when the mayor asks for it, he said, "Do not give it to him." Because he said even the mayor didn't have one. He said, "So you got one up on everybody." And I wear this pin with pride, because Kenny gave it to me. I want to wish him, I want to wish his beautiful and strong wife, Donna, and his two beautiful daughters, Nicole and Allison, the best possible year. My prayers are always with all of you and his parents and everyone. With that, thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Conboy. I looked out at my wife earlier, and she was making all kinds of gestures. I think she was trying to tell me I missed you. and I
I'm not
did.
the easiest guy on the thing to miss, so.
No comment. At this time, I would like to renominate and reappoint Mel Kaplan and Al Fewning to the Planning Board for the 3-year appointments. And it doesn't need a consent for the council, but I'd like to put that up and put it into a motion. May I?
So moved.
Mr. Conboy, Mr. Boncino, any discussion?
Second.
Call the roll, please. Hey, discussion?
No, it's okay, go ahead.
Call the roll, please.
But Mayor, don't we have anybody new that we can change?
They're
the
doing a
planning
good
board?
job, and I'm going to indicate why.
You really did doing a good job?
Yes.
Okay, it's a matter of opinion.
Call the roll, please.
Councilmembers Catamagna,
I hate to say this, no, I voted no for that.
Castiglia,
Yes,
Conboy,
Yes.
Kowinski,
Yes.
Work,
Yes.
Boncino.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Just a comment on that. In the last 5 years, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, and 2010, we've had approximately 170 applications appear before the planning board, and they've worked very diligently with those applicants. They only denied 2. The reason for the planning board is to help people when they need to come before the planning board to get their project accepted. And they work very diligently to work with them so that the project is accepted and not denied, and everybody's happy. There were 2 denials before the planning board in those 5 years. One was on 303 Miller Avenue, right next to the convent, where they wanted to put up additional 2-family houses next to a very small culvert, and there just wouldn't be any parking. They went to court, and they beat us. The other denial was on the 7-Eleven here at the Boulevard and Market Street. We denied that. They also went to court and defeated us on it. So they're doing an excellent job working with them. Are they a little testy sometimes? Yes, but The reason for that is to get a project that's approved and accepted by everyone, and I think that has been accomplished over the years. It has been indicated this afternoon about working together, and although we disagree at times, we do work and we have some accomplishments, and I'd like to read some of those. Over the 3 years, the borough's tax-conscious Republican majority can take credit, along with Mr. Caramagna, who voted for many of these items, for many worthwhile improvements. We have one of the lowest tax rates in Bergen County. Although some people think our tax rate's high, compared to the 70 other towns in Bergen County, we have one of the lowest. In 3 years, 15 borough employees were not replaced after retirement or changing jobs or for whatever reason, thus saving the taxpayers over $1 million in salaries and benefits. So we've been doing our due diligence by not replacing 15 employees. Replacements for 3 retired positions were hired at lower salary, saving $120,000. As indicated by Mr. Castiglia, the master plan was changed to reduce construction of 2-family homes in certain parts of this borough. This reduced the need for extra police, burden on the ambulance corps, on street parking, and on the number of students who will be attending our high school and grammar schools. The police department's table of organization was changed, reducing the number of police from once 45 down to a maximum of 40. It eliminated the positions of deputy chief, 2 captains, 2 lieutenants, and 2 sergeants. This will, in the future, save us approximately $800,000. Now, don't be confused. We're not eliminating now. When they retire, they just will not be replaced. By obtaining federal and state and county grants to resurface Showbot Lane, Martha Avenue, the Boulevard, Molnar Drive, parts of Kip Avenue, the borough saved over $2 million, $2.5 million in getting these state-county grants. We work with the PSE&G to reduce street lighting costs, plus the cost of lighting all the municipal building and all our other buildings. We've improved the spray ground, the hut, and drainage and sprinkling system on Borough Field, a major improvement. We have new playground equipment in all our parks. A coach fingerprinting program. All our coaches involved in borough-sponsored sports must be fingerprinted for the safety of all our children. Sharing our building officials with Rochelle Park, we now have a building inspector who, in the shared services program, is working with both our towns, and we're saving $40,000 a year by doing that. We've obtained a grant from the county for $768,000 to replace the Van Riper culvert to help reduce flooding. As of this point, all our culverts in Elmwood Park have now been replaced with larger and for greater flowing of the water through Fleischer Brook. We've been paving. We have an annual program for paving our streets and intersections all through the borough, and this year we also paved our municipal parking lot. And we do want to congratulate the building department. Building permits are up this year. Thankfully, people are moving in and refurbishing their homes here in Elmwood Park, and our building inspector has indicated that he's given out over $100,000 on fines because some people think the best time to do something on a home is Saturday and Sunday when no one's here, but we have an employee who comes in on Saturday and is catching these people. So I would like to personally thank this council for working cooperatively. This is a substantial number of accomplishments, not only for the improvement of the borough, but the amount of money we're saving. So they deserve a lot of credit, and I'd like to applaud all of them. And at this time, I'm going to do something I really dislike doing because I always make a mistake, but I'd like to introduce some of the people who are here. On our left here, we have Mr. Richard DiLorenzo, who is the chairman of our Board of Recreation. Will you please stand, Rich? We have Mr. John Adamo, who is the secretary of our planning board. Mr. Noah Zalecki, Wallace Noah Zalecki, who is also a member of our Board of Recreation, and he's done everything for us in the Republican Party. Wally. We have our Republican club president, Mr. Tom Mooney, and his wife, Tim. I'm sorry, Tim. And she came in late, but I saw her. A member of our zoning board, Mrs. Debbie Alvarez. Did I miss anybody? I do have Mr.
Don't worry about it.
Tom knows.
I can't think of his name.
Tom.
Breezy.
It happens the best one.
Happens to me too, I forget too. Maybe I forget the time.
Is it called short memory?
Richard. I'm sorry, the name skipped me. Mr. Joe Assisi, a member of our Republican Club. Joe, would you please stand? I apologize.
Oh, there. Think of Francis of Assisi.
Assisi.
St. Francis of
St.
Assisi.
Francis.
Are you St. Francis? No, you're not St. Francis.
No,
Is there anyone I missed? No? Okay. At this time, I again want to wish everybody a Happy New Year. We do have light refreshments down in the basement, right in the back?
Let's get a picture
Right in
with
the
the
back
lady.
of the council chambers.
All of us take a
So
picture
I
with
would
the
recommend that all of us,
Right, Larry?
okay,
Mayor,
all right?
can we take a picture with that councilwoman from Italy?
Sure, we can do that. Let me,
All of
before
us?
we,
All of
before
us.
we end, is there anyone in the public who wishes to be heard, or are there any presentations to be made? No? Okay. Thank you. And at this time, I would like to have a motion to adjourn.
So moved?
Moved by Mr.
I'll second.
Council President
Second.
Boncino and Mr. Castiglia, because he's my favorite.
This year.
This year.
We knew that.
Oh, we know.
Yeah.
He's my favorite because Mr. Castiglia is a Marine, was a Marine, is a Marine, always is a Marine. And my brother was a Marine before he passed away. And I was in the Army, and I never was able to compete with anything he did as a Marine. And I just have tremendous admiration for all the people who serve in the Marine Corps. So
Well, does it count then that my father-in-law was a Marine?
Certainly.
I know I like you. Would you
Yeah,
please
you're on
stand?
the good side, Tom.
Yeah.
Where's your father-in-law?
Ralph DeMarco, right there
Yeah,
on the end.
stand. Please stand.
I gotta look for every edge I can get here.
Now,
I
if
got the
I,
Italian wife, I got the Democrat, father-in-law, and Marine. Come on. It's almost like a trifecta, right?
you won, you won. You won. Thank you. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Conboy, my favorite. Second by Mr. Castigula, who may be catching up later on in the year. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Thank you.
All right.
Mr. King, could you wait a minute?
Congratulations.